All right. What's up, friends? Getting ready to grind some more. I woke up today. It's the new season, and I grinded up to legend immediately. So we're in the top 100. I want to show you guys this list. I decided to experiment with some stuff when I was climbing to legend. As you've been seeing me play, I play broomsticks, as you guys have seen. And the broomsticks are good. They have good synergy with Ganarg and Parade Leader against Paladin, which is statistically the best deck in the game right now. It's really good to get board against Paladin early and make sure they can never take board back and put them away. It's been doing really good against Paladin. But there were some issues I was having with Troublemakers basically being in my hand and just being dead. Troublemaker is a dead card in hand in a lot of the matchups. There's no card draw on the list, so like you get a Troublemaker in hand and you get two Troublemakers in hand, that just sits there. And I've been noticing that against Priest, Troublemaker gets soul mirrored almost 100% of the time because they have 8 turns, and if they're good, they're going to make sure that they have a soul mirror. They're going to find a soul mirror or draw their soul mirror. And Mage is doing a good job against me, at least in top 1000 legend. I was just getting completely shit on. I mean, okay, I don't want to say I was getting shit on because I had a very high win rate against Mage, but I felt like my Troublemaker turns were awkward. I didn't like it. The point is, in legend rank, in legend rank, Troublemaker in Rush Warrior statistically is one of the worst cards in the deck. And one of the Vicious Syndicate lists that they put out a while ago tried running Cutting Class and Stone Maul Anchorman to draw cards. And it was bad. Cutting Class was bad and Stone Maul Anchorman was bad. However, 2 Troublemakers that cost 8 mana and are dead in hand for the entire game. Basically, the reason I think that the card draw was bad in the list is because it wasn't drawing into some... It was good with conditioning against Priest, maybe, because you get to draw a bunch of cards, conditioning your cards, and, you know, buff your cards, and the card draw allows you to fucking have more resources to buff. The thing is, I don't think it just didn't work like that because you were losing in tempo. So what I've done here is I've created a list that looks super clean to me. I'm really happy with the way the list looks right now. That kind of combines like a really good early game with combo pieces and a late game with ETC, you know, the combo pieces with ETC and the hand buff pieces and Alex Straza. I think it's good. I just made the final edits by putting Mankrik back into the list and a Tent Trasher to make my draw with Ringmaster more consistent. And Tent Trasher actually turns out that Tent Trasher is actually a pretty good card. So given that we put the card draw in the deck and we cut Troublemaker, right? So we're going to be drawing through our deck, playing cheaper cards. I decided to put Mankrik back in because I think it makes sense. So let's see. So let's get it in. I think this deck is going to perform well. I'm at the highest level and in Legend. I think my deck can actually even perform well against Priest. I thought about putting a Rattlegore in. I'm still not sure about that. I might decide to put a Rattlegore in the list. But I'm not even sure that the Rattlegore will be good against Priest because at the end of the day, they can copy it. And they do have tools to silence it. So I think we're just going to go with the combo pieces and the conditioning buff. There's like multiple win conditions. I don't know. I think the deck is good. I think this list is going to be good. And I guess we'll find out. Here we go. I've actually never been in the top 100 before. So this is pretty exciting for me. I took a coaching session with Meaty. I don't know if people know who Meaty is, but I basically decided that I wanted to improve my game. I took a coaching session with Meaty and talked about some topics. Worked on some methodology of how to do a turn, what you're doing what are you thinking of, you know. We talked about tempo. We talked about a bunch of stuff. Anyway, point is, I've been grinding hard. I took a coaching. I'm going to have more coaching in the future. I would do some coaching on stream because I think that's interesting content. If the people allow it, I'm going to try to arrange that. But here we are, top 100 legend, grinding it out, making our own lists. I'm trying to get better at deck building. This is it. This is the culmination of work. So let's get it in. All right. So this is actually really interesting. So we have the Ganarg. Ganarg and Broomstick is exceptional against Paladin in terms of when my Broomstick, when my weapon pops on turn 3. So I play the Ganarg, right? Turn 2, whatever. If I get a 2-drop, I can play it if it makes sense. We could pass, whatever. It's looking here. I kind of like this. Turn 3. My weapon pops from Ganarg. I play Mancrick, Coin, Broomstick. The Broomstick can trade into Divine Shield or whatever. Ganarg can trade into something. I have Weapon and I have Mancrick to trade. So that's 4 things that can trade. I'm going to actually keep Cutting Class because I think it makes sense here. Because I'm going to have Weapon to draw. Yeah, I'm gonna full keep. It looks good. But yeah, this combo against Paladin is super broken. See? Watch. Okay?
They cannot stop my work.
See what I draw here. So, turn 3. So we kind of know what we're doing. We know what we're doing on turn 3. The question here for this turn is, do we want to play conditioning now or do we want to wait? I think we do want to play conditioning now. Next turn is going to be even better if we play conditioning. So if we don't play conditioning, so turn 3 we know we're going Mancrick, Coin, Broomstick, right?
I must choose.
Turn 4 we can Cutting Class, and yeah, I think we're conditioning now. Because our turn 4 is not looking good. So let's get this out of the way.
The best defense is a great defense.
This is really annoying.
Weapon for my master. Please help me find.
Okay. Trade. We gotta figure out how we're doing this. I think we're gonna go trade. Actually, we can eat. Okay. So we'll eat the 4 damage with weapon and send one of these in here. So it's gonna be 1, 2. We can value trade. Hold on a second. 1, 2, weapon value trade. No, because then this gets killed. Okay, this is the play. So we go like this, this, this. There we go.
For the Alliance and my family.
It's really unfortunate that they had that, but it's actually pretty wild. What we did, what we came back against is pretty crazy. So I have to, okay, so this gets complicated now because I guess I don't have to swing, but I feel like I do. I have to, I'm sorry. Hold on a second, let me think about this. Cutting class, we have to cutting class. We have to cutting class this turn. We cutting class, we play probably, see what we get, and then figure out what to play. We have to cutting class though, I think. I don't think playing both of these makes sense. These aren't strong, right? Without buffs. Okay, so we trade. And we probably want to in our hand for this. I think bumper car is the play. We want to be able to get these in hand to buff from Overlord. I don't know if that's going to be the plan, but nice.
The light dims, but
okay, so I think this isn't the play. I want to clear this. I think we Crab Rider. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're gonna stage dive, see what we get, and then clear. I need to clear these. I think I have to clear these. I can't allow my opponent to have a minion on board at getting buffed. And I don't want to just play this and then it dies. I think I'm going to do this first. Okay, so. Unfortunate that we can't play Rikara here. With Crab Rider.
Here for a good time. Not a long time. Here for a good time.
I want this on the board to potentially deal with Divine Shield. Uh-huh.
Reporting for duty.
I think we want to buff what we have in our hand here. We can Overlord clear this. The other option is, I don't think we play these. That doesn't make sense at all. This is the play.
The Ariel is slain. Our rallying cry.
So what we're worried about is we're worried about Blessing of Authority. Blessing of Authority destroys us. This is okay.
the best defense is a great defense.
Four, 5, 6. So we clear. We kill this. 5. Kill this and armor up, maybe. Kind of sucks, but if we parade leader into this 5, 6, actually, then we can trade, have a minion on board.
What now?
And then armor up. We're not going to draw a card off of this. That's the thing, right? We need to kill this. If we draw, we die. So we want to be able to armor up. We want to have a minion stick.
These old bones just keep moving.
And be able to armor up.
Fight.
So we're gonna just do this. So we keep one minion on board. 6, 7. I'm dead to Blessing of... No, I'm not dead to Blessing of Kings. I'm actually not dead to Blessing of Kings. So we can stabilize potentially, but it's gonna take a nice top deck. Yeah, this card is... maybe this isn't the way. But I think we got... Our enemy was able to put 2 Divine Shields up early. So... This is interesting. This is interesting. I actually disagree. I actually disagree with that play by my opponent. Alright, so... 4, 5, 6. So hopefully we draw something like something good. But I don't think anything saves us here. I think we're kind of fucked. Well, this is good for next turn. So 6. If they draw a buff, if they draw a Hand of a Doll, if they draw Conviction, I'm dead. So I'm dead to Conviction. If they draw a hand, so we don't care about that. Hand of a Doll is a buff. So if I armor up to 9, 6, 7, 8, they'll do 8. So I can armor up here. Yeah, they drew Alex, I think. Oh, they got the buff. Okay. Okay.
Round 2.
What did they draw? Woo! We're in it. We're still in it. We're still in it. This gets buffed. I think we have to conditioning and buff this so it doesn't die to this. Right? So let's do that. Now we're dead to Alexstrasza regardless. So probably makes sense here to... I'm gonna trade here. 6, 7. Actually, oh. We have to armor up. 6, 7. This goes here every time. Okay, so there's a chance that we can cut in class and draw into a rush minion. And if we cut in class and draw... Well, it has to be broomstick, though. So if we don't get a broomstick, we lose... Yeah, okay. So we have to do this. Go here, like this. And, I mean, I feel like I can just swing. Right? Maybe it doesn't matter. I'm never hitting a minion with my weapon for the rest of the game, right? We need them to brick here. We need them to top deck something that's bad. So what happens? Okay. Okay. Let's draw first. We want taunts. We want to draw taunts. 6, 7. Actually, do we ever just draw with this instead? Playmaker and this. Okay, hold on a second. Playmaker, draw. Playmaker. So I can Playmaker. Stone Mole. Draw through one of these. We armor up and we die to kings if we armor up that way. We can look for a taunt.
What now?
Blade Master. We're dead to a Blessing of Kings. This way.
You ought to be ready for this.
This might be wrong, but I think it's right. Oh my god. Woo! should have swung my weapon. Actually, we had lethal if I swung my weapon last turn. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No. Yeah, we had lethal. If I swung my weapon last turn, we had lethal. So I fucking suck. Okay. We still have lethal. No, we don't. No, we don't. Sorry. Okay, so no, we might have lethal. Okay. Rush minion, right? So we play ETC, 2, 4. Yes, we win the game here. Holy shit. Oh my god, that was crazy. Jesus Christ. There was one misplay was we didn't swing the weapon. That was stupid. Okay. Oof. We actually went down a rank. I like this deck a lot. I really do. Like, I super like it. I think it's good. I know people are gonna hate on me, but...
Garrosh versus Rexar. Let the hunt begin. Victory or death.
Hunter... Crab Rider... Obviously, we're not keeping this. We're not keeping this. It's too slow. We don't have what we need. We need a Ganarg, right? I could keep this. This is pretty good, actually, early. I'm going to keep the Crab Rider. So maybe we get lucky and they don't have a 1-drop. We got lucky and they don't have a 1-drop. So I think we're going to go with the coin Parade Leader into Crab Rider.
Bones just keep moving.
Fuck, man. That's upsetting. Oh, that's very upsetting. Okay. So... the question here is Crab Rider or Armor Up. If we Crab Rider... I really wish I knew the names of those cards in the Hunter list. What do they do? What do they do on turn 3? They might play, the thing. What's it called? I play this, it makes my 10 treasure 4. Do I ever just Armor Up here? I'm gonna play the Crab Rider. I thought about armoring up, but I don't see how they can remove this. Interesting. This is interesting. Sometimes it's not worth it to play minions in this style of deck because they just come out later, you know? Because it's a rush deck. We're obviously playing this for tempo. It's not even a question. We have a nice curve. The question is, I guess, playing around... Okay, so it's this version. We want to play around the Rhino, really. This is not the worst thing in the world to happen, I think. So Rhino doesn't kill this. I mean, Rhino doesn't survive against this. If my opponent plays Rhino, I'm just trying to see, is it better to Sword Eater? Sword Eater, if they play Rhino, they can Rhino this and then Rhino this. I think I'm gonna play my 10 Trasher. It's my biggest minion. I think the version of this Hunter list with True Aim Crescent might be better against me than the other list.
Want to know why they call me Kudo Wing?
Okay. So we might be in a race. We might be in a race type scenario here. In which case, I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this. This is fucking obnoxious, isn't it? Are we gonna get to turn 9? We play this. Next turn we draw. We're gonna draw Alexstrasza 6, 7, 8, 9. Somehow we have to live.
What now?
I don't know how we're gonna live. But I think I don't want to trade. I think I want to go face. If I trade next turn, we're just gonna get shit on, right? Is it a race? I think it's a race. I think it's a race at this point. I'm like 90% sure this is a race. So I'm gonna play this. Try to get Alexstrasza. Maybe we could draw into some good, some cheap minions to clear the enemy board with Parade Leader. Like, maybe we can stabilize enough to make it to turn 9. That's my plan.
I wonder.
Okay, interesting.
Moves quickly.
How do we do this? Taking 3. Okay. Okay. So we can win the game with ETC and Broomstick. I think I want to draw cards.
A diet I
I'm hitting face. I'm hitting face. I'm hitting face. I have to hit face. So we hit face, put him to 10. We have 3 damage to work with, okay?
What
So we need to do
now?
7. I don't think we can do 7. We could try to stabilize and just win with Alexstrasza. So I could armor up. This is going here. So I'm going to do this. Do we ever stabilize? Can we ever really stabilize? Enough? 7, 8, 9. 3 turns. I'm just going to draw. Maybe I was supposed to armor up. I don't know. I don't think so. I guess we have the means to clear. Maybe we were supposed to, armor up. So we have the means to clear stuff. Anyway. Oof.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Uh-huh. We really want to top deck ETC. If we top deck ETC, I think we win. So we don't top deck ETC. But we have a ton of cheap stuff. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're just gonna rush in a bunch of stuff here. We're dead to a few things.
These old bones just keep moving.
Can we kill everything? Is the question. Let's see. Let's do this. So this gives me another 1/1.
I must choose. March on!
Here for a good time, not a long.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They need 4 damage to win, and piercing shot is like super duper lethal. I think this one's over. Maybe I should have sacked that. Yeah. Okay, so the misplay. Okay, I see what I did wrong. I think I should have killed off everything. I shouldn't have. So my parade leader. Leaving my parade leader alive was a mistake. It didn't matter anyway, right? Like, I basically gave my opponent a target for piercing shot. I probably was dead anyway, right? Like they could play their own 1/1 and piercing shot it and win the game. So we were dead anyway, I think. It's hard. It's that matchup is really hard. That particular list with True Aim Crescent. I feel like it's hard, at least. I feel like the other deck is a good matchup for me, or at least like somewhere around 50%. Maybe even better. I think we might be favored, but the one with True Aim Crescent, it's like it's a slower deck. We're not as good against that. It has more value. It does a lot of damage and it has more value, and it has good board control tools. The other one, if you can just stabilize, you win, you know?
Versus Illidan.
This ends now. Victory or death.
Let's get rid of all of that. Probably the right play to get one swing off on this.
I wonder.
If we don't get a swing off, then they can hero power trade value. They can value trade it, right? The hero power trade, value trade. This only takes the damage. All right, so we have to swing. Interesting. Huh. So I have two options here.
I'm not too young to fight.
Option one is to trade this in and kill this. Option two is to value trade this into this and buff this. Neither of them will then be able to be killed by this.
Frost wolves.
I think I like that option better. Cool. Very cool. So, this is an Inquisitor deck for sure. One thing that I know is that the taunt isn't useful later.
I wonder.
Once they get into the later turns with the Inquisitor, this taunt becomes useless because they just play the 8-drop, kill this, and hit my face. So maybe I want to play this out now. Play this turn after, maybe. I'm going to get ready to draw cards. I think first we draw with Ringmaster. First we draw with Ringmaster. Then Cutting Class after that. Or maybe the other way around. I don't know. I think we're going to Ringmaster.
I like to think they teach me.
Okay. Oh, Vile Fiend Trainer Outcast. What a joke. Okay. Playmaker actually does it. I think we have to deviate here.
What now?
I think we have to deviate. I want to play this, but I want to clear this. And this can be protected behind here. Play this, this, and this. We get 4. Yeah, that's happening.
You aren't even here for a good time. Good time. Here for a good time. Good time.
I don't know if that's correct. I just want to clear the board. I just want to clear the board. I guess I was correct, huh? Alright. That worked out in my favor. That worked out very well for me. So if I leave those minions up, I get shit on. Okay, they have to use every weapon charge to clear that, see? So, this has to be the play here, right? We want to find our Alex, for finisher stuff.
What now?
Question is, do we swing? Alternatively, we could draw with this. Now, I think we want to Ringmaster. We want to Ringmaster. Can Ringmaster and actually, draws another Anchorman. And a Tent Trasher.
What now? Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed.
I guess we could swing and then like Sword Eater Cutting Class, but I don't want to. This is the play. This is the play. Re-weapon this turn.
Alas, poor warlock.
All right. We need to put this away like ASAP. We need to get ready to. We need turn 9 to be the end game. So. Sword Eater plus Bumper Car seems good to me. Again, so if they have Inquisitor, I guess I want to play multiple. So they Skull of Gul'dan Inquisitor would cost 3 less. That's 5. So they can hero power. So they trade hero power face, do 8 to me. Do I want to play Sword Eater? I want to have a weapon. Maybe Tent Trasher is just better. So card draw, Tent Trasher. Maybe try to find combo pieces. Or Tent Trasher and just Bumper Car.
A spectacular show.
If they're gonna run if they're gonna play Inquisitor this turn, they're gonna take 5 from my Tent Trasher, right? Because they would trade here. They would probably trade here and then go face, and then it'd be easier to clear it. That's why I wanted to play the Tent Trasher. This is unfortunate. This is very bad for me. Okay, but I'm actually happy we didn't. I'm happy that we didn't go Sword Eater and waste the weapon charge.
My blades aren't just for show.
Oh baby,
My
this is
blades
crazy, huh?
aren't just for show.
Broomstick. We have to draw. Anchorman, I just sack my Anchorman and then play 2 of these. That's 5, 6, 7. Then I have 1 mana. I can't even do anything. This way is 5, 6, 7.
I wonder.
This way a Cutting Class. I have to draw something good off a Cutting Class. I want to eat any damage at all. I could also play this Broomstick. Trade. Alright, so draw.
I wonder.
Hit face. Sword Eater, that's 6 mana. This thing's gonna stay. I'm gonna draw.
I must choose. Ooh, let's melt some faces.
Here for a good time. For a good time.
This is pretty much that's game, I think.
How is it even possible?
Maybe the Sword Eater play was right. Interesting. I gotta be honest, if they didn't play the Vile Fiend Trainer... So, okay, you know what? I'll tell you why I think we lost that game. I think that my misplay was not just weaponing down the Vile Fiend Trainer. I think I shouldn't have used the Playmaker like that. I shouldn't have done that. That was when I lost the game. I should have just used my fucking weapon. I think that was it. My food is here. Let me grab my food at the door, and then I'm going to take a break and come back after this game. Well, goddamn, it's hard to get a matchup here, but it's nice. I kind of like the time in between games. So I kind of want to pop that game open on HS replay and see what was that play? So it was the play when they played Vile Fiend, and I was like, we made some really good plays too, right? Like, shit, man. They played the Vile Fiend, right? And it was turn 5. I had a weapon up. I had a 3/2 weapon up. I could have just ignored it. So it... could have just ignored it. But the play I made was good, I thought. Playmaker seemed good. Maybe I should have Playmaker... Okay. If I Playmaker and actually use my weapon to clear... Yeah. So I could have played Playmaker. Could have played Playmaker and the 2 Riders. Playmaker, 2 Riders. Take the 5 damage into Vile Fiend. Trade 1 Rider in. Another Rider into the 1/1. Another Rider into the other 1/1. We end up with 1 extra health on my Sword Eater, which didn't matter because they still would have had 3 attacks with Warglaives, and they still would have full cleared. I guess I would have still had 1/1s, but the 1/1s wouldn't have done anything for me.
Tyrande!
What other plays were there to just play? I could have just played Ringmaster. I just played Ringmaster. Could have just maybe a Stonemaul and clear one of the 1/1s and then value trade the other 1/1. I'm not sure. Oh boy. Alright, well we got a priest. This one's gonna be a grinder. Kind of tempted to save these because I know that I can win the game with a combo, but I guess what we want to look for is Ringmaster. We definitely want to find Ringmaster, card draw, Mankrik. Ganarg's always good on turn 1 against everybody, right? Because weapon pops, it allows me to draw cards if I have a cutting class. So I like this.
They cannot stop my work.
All right. Well,
What now?
I think we're going to play this so that we can stage dive next turn. I don't think it's ideal because this just dies really easily, but we want to cycle. We want to cycle.
You don't pick the ones, eh?
This is a good removal tool against a lot of decks. All right, so.
Weapons for my master!
Oh baby. So what's gonna happen if I play Rokara here? Gonna die to Hysteria? Is that the deal? Play Rokara. 2-3, right? Play Rikara.
I wonder.
Trade. Oh, Rikara's going to get a buff. So Rikara's going to be a 4-3. Rikara's going to be a 4-3. That means that. And then I. No.
What
It's going to be a
now?
4-3. I attack with it. It becomes a 5-4. 5-3. Sorry. And then. I can't play Rikara. What if I Rikara and hit here? No, I can't play Rikara. If I play Rikara, this I can do.
March on!
I want to play around Hysteria, so this, if he plays Hysteria, it still has 1 health remaining, so this is good. If I play Rikara, no combination of like attacks will prevent me from being Hysteria'd. So we want to play around Hysteria. That's the plan. We're in a good spot here. Very good. Can we play Tent Trasher? We might be even able to play Tent Trasher here. Because the Hysteria... This is actually... Right? Let's do this first. Oh, this is good too, right? Okay. Hold on a second. Play this. This becomes a 2-2, a 3-2. This becomes a 3-3. This becomes a 6-7. 6-6-7-7. Dies. Just this is bad. I think Tent Trasher is the play here. Well, 5, 10. Oh no, that's 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I'm not gonna swing. Tempting to swing to like set up lethal, potentially, but they often heal or have an answer. I mean, I have lethal set up already. That's the other part, right? They need to find a death. Oof.
You don't pick the one, silly.
We know this goes in here every time, right? This goes here, I think. Trade. At some point we have to play Rikara, no? This trades. This trades here. This gets bigger. Alright, I'm playing Rikara. It's time.
Not too young to fight.
Play this, it gets that.
Frost
Bigger.
wolves.
3, 4.
Frost wolves.
How's this?
We just go face.
How's this?
Hysteria, Holy Smite would do it. So Hysteria, or like they can play a minion Hysteria. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Breaking story. Make a smash. Ultimate poker.
I have to clear this. If I don't clear this, then I get apotheosis. I'm trying to win the game here. It's getting really close. They're stabilizing though. Area, okay. I don't mind sacking this. Two, 5. They played Soul Mirror already. I'm gonna play this.
Power in trinkets.
What is this? Silence it. Okay, whatever. It's a 3/9 now. Okay. Alright, so next turn, potential lethal, right? We have to play around apotheosis and like a bunch of other shit, so I don't think we can kill. I think we actually 3.
What's these old just
We actually have a way to avoid apotheosis.
Ready for that? Here for a good time, not a long time.
I'm actually gonna prioritize the face damage here.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Okay. So they need to remove and heal. Otherwise they're dead next turn. What kind of bullshit are we dealing with? Zarella, that's 5, 6, 7. Another one?
Knowledge the stars provide.
This is fucking crazy, man. There's a spell here.
I wonder.
No death was played yet. But they didn't have it earlier when they needed it, right? So we can't play around death. I think we can't play around death. I think we need to do this and set up lethal. There's no other option here.
And the cycle of life.
Yeah, we need to do this and set up lethal. If we don't do this and set up lethal, then we just give them time. They need to just have death.
A diet high in our rallying cry.
Get healed for 6, but they're out of cards from their deck. There is a way. Cutting class. I need a cutting class. How crazy is that, though, that their one card was death? They got lucky as fuck. Are they gonna find the other one now? Come on, man. Shit. Alright, we can't play around Apotheosis anymore. They have the death anyway. Is it the death? Oh, they were gonna silence it.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed. A spectacular show. Chew on this. A spectacular show.
We have to play around Apotheosis, no matter what. See? Told you. Come on, man. Shit. we can clear.
You aren't even ready for this.
I just slice.
Draw.
Ultimate Potem.
I want to get a bunch of riders for ETC.
Take a smash.
So they're stabilized. They're stabilized health-wise, and like, but they don't have board, and they don't have resources. So, of course, look at this top deck. You would top deck that.
They cannot stop my work.
I think we have to play them all out. They don't have a soul mirror.
Here for a good time.
Yeah, we have to play it all out.
Time.
Hysteria is what it is. I'm not playing around it. So, boom, boom. We still end up with 2 4/4s. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Ooh, baby. I think I can't lose. They have to discover Soul Mirror. No, it's not gonna do it. I win.
It is finished. You win.
Woo! Ooh, yeah! That felt good, baby. That felt real good. God, that was good. All right, I'm gonna take a break for a little while so I can eat dinner. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna grind a little bit more, with the same list. And that's all I got to say about that. BRB, y'all. I can't eat. I don't want to eat on stream. I got some Turkish food, and it's like a project to eat it, and it's gonna be glorious. I got lamb and chicken. Oh, and the fresh homemade bread and the rice is so fucking good. It's just so good. I'll be back.